So tell me a little bit then about your coaching philosophy, your ideas behind leadership and what really drives you in those areas.
Well, we want to be a player-led team, which is not easy to do. So, the big thing is I want to have a relationship with our players. We have an open door policy where the players can come in and talk to us whenever they want to. Our players, we love our players, and we try to get the best out of them that we can. But from a philosophy standpoint, we're going to be tough. We're going to be disciplined. We're going to play. We're going to play extremely hard. We're going to be physical. So those are the things you're going to see when you come watch us play.
Yeah. Are there any coaches that you kind of want to emulate or people that you've looked up to?
Yeah, I've been very fortunate. So I played for a Hall of Fame coach when I was in high school. His name's Kurt Blatt. He's in the National Hall of Fame. He won 12 state championships.
Wow.
and had 8 runner-ups. So, the things I take from him, just the next play is the most important play. He'd always tell me, never lay it over the middle, Joel, and just a lot of little things where he would get the team to believe. We didn't always have the most talent, but we would play hard and we believed we could win. And a lot of times the being simple really paid off and being good at that. So, and then my college coach, Coach Churchma, Mel Churchma's his name. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame, and great man. I take a lot from him as well, just how he was with our teams. I mean, he was such a player's coach. He's very, very good about leading with a Christian background and through his faith. And, he was real. He was not fake. I mean, he still calls me to this day. We have a relationship still. And then, there's so many guys to name, but, I was hired by Scott Boswick there, and unfortunately Scott passed away soon into his career as a head coach. But he was so passionate about Northwest Missouri State, and he always said the big time's where you're at, and I really believe in that. And so I look at this place as a big-time program because it's where we are, and we can make this place great and really impact lives here at Benedictine. And then Adam Dorrell stepped into his shoes and him and Coach Churchman's shoes and did a phenomenal job. He won 3 national titles in 6 years and did it his own way because he could not be them. And really, I got to see him be an offense coordinator, call the plays, and be the head coach. And that's how I run our program. So I really took a lot from what he did, his organizational skills, just how he was such a motivator. And, he really was a great coach. And then when he took another job, Coach Rich Wright took over the program. And Coach Wright's done a great job keeping the tradition going at Northwest. It gave me an opportunity to be an offense coordinator and really helped me grow as a coach. And so, I took a lot of things from him as well. He was the defense coordinator too, so he runs the defense and one of the best defensive minds in college football. So, I learned from some great coaches. And, when I got the job here and stepped into Coach Wilcox's chair and the unique thing was we were still playing. So it was still the 2020 season, and he called me and congratulated me and said, "Joel, team's yours now." He said, "I'm gonna step away," and he said, "I'm gonna move into the hall across from you." So he moved and set up in an equipment room, and he helped me every day on whatever I needed, with recruiting, administrative stuff, budget, just all those little things that people don't have any idea about. He helped me for 6 months before he officially retired. So. I've had some great men help me.
That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. One of the things we talk about a lot on this show, but also just as a college, we talk about transforming culture, right? And a big part of that is transforming each of the students that come through here, the formation that they receive, things like that. What are some of the things you've seen in your athletes that athletics in particular has helped them garner like a life of virtue and living, basically towards a better life or towards a potential leadership themselves?
Yeah, in sports, there's a winner and a loser. And I would say 95% of the time, you need to do things the right way in order to win.
Yeah.
So what we talk about a lot within our programs, we talk about the development of character within our men. And really it comes down to doing the right thing. We are very fortunate to have such a great school that's founded in the Catholic faith. But not all our players are Catholic. And we tell them that's okay. We're gonna expose you to the Catholic faith. We're gonna let you see what this is all about. And we've had some guys definitely convert to Catholicism in our program. I think we've had about 8 in my 3 years.
Wow.
And so, but Father Ryan does a great job. He runs our chapel on Saturdays before games. He's a real dude. Yeah. He connects with our guys. He played high school football at a big-time program in Louisiana. And, he has a team message on Tuesdays where he comes out and he talks just like you talked about the virtues. And it's just a great message for wherever we're at in our season. And he knows how to speak to our guys. He speaks from his heart because he's there. He's at the games. He knows how the guys are feeling. It's like he's a part of the team. So, it's just we have a great opportunity, with all the crazy things going on right now in college sports and college football in particular. We still have a great opportunity here to affect young men in an extremely positive way and to send them on. Once they're done here at Benedictine, they're going to go out and they're going to go, be difference makers in their home, in their families, their communities, their church, their job. We talk about that all the time in recruiting. So it's a holistic approach to recruiting. It's not just to come here and we're going to win, or come here, we're going to give you this NIL money. It's not what it's about. It's about, helping them understand how to become a man that's going to go lead and make a difference.
That's awesome. What are some of the highlights that you've experienced here now that you've been coaching for a couple of years?
Well, one of the cool things was one of my first games coaching was in the spring. And so it was the COVID year. So it was spring of 2021. We played Hastings College here, and we won 48-0. And it was a highlight. It was our defense's 4th shutout of the year. It was a transition from me to Coach Wilcox to me, from Charlie Gartmeyer as the D coordinator, Caleb Cook as the D coordinator. We installed a new offense. That was a real highlight for me. And then it was kind of followed by a low light. The next day we found out we missed the playoffs. So that was a tough thing for our kids to go through. We played won in more games. We won as many games as anybody in the country that year. Wow. And, and our only 2 losses were to the top 5 teams. And, we just missed getting in the playoffs. But that was a great start to my career here. I think just building the program the way that I want to build it's been phenomenal. We've had just a ton of kids stay throughout the summer and make a huge impact on the community of Atchison. Things that are hard to see if you're not here during the summer. Like if you're just here during the school year, you don't see our kids doing it because you're not here. But if you've got kids in the community, I know you do, you'll see it. You know, our kids are out coaching rec sports. You know, they're reading to kids. They're doing the field trip Fridays. You know, it's just it's a great thing to see. So that's one of the things I've been proud of as well. Some of the games, I mean, you know, winning the homecoming game last year in 2022 against Baker with that last touchdown drive to win by 1. That was a huge game. Making the playoffs a year ago in 2022 and getting to the quarterfinals was a great memory. You know, I still think that this year, our first game, it was a phenomenal crowd. It's the biggest crowd I've seen since I've been here. We came up a little short to Morningside, but, you know, just showing our team and our college and our community that, you know, we want to play the best. And, you know, in order to be the best, you got to play the best. I think that was, to me, that was really, it set us in a really good direction moving forward. And we didn't quite finish the season like we wanted to this year, but, you know, I'm really proud of our kids. We won the Sportsmanship Award for the second year in a row in our conference. We had 26 kids named All-Conference this year, and we had 3 kids named All-American. So, you know, we got a great group of kids. It's really, our coaching staff's phenomenal as well. Most of the guys were on staff when I got the job, and so I've been able to hire a few guys, but we got great guys on our staff, and they're leaders of their families, they're leaders in their position groups, they're leaders on their side of the ball, and leaders in our college. So they do a great job with our kids.